Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to solve a problem on transfer function for a given signal flow graph by using Mason's gain formula. In this video, we are going to understand how to apply Mason's gain formula for a given signal flow graph. Let us first understand what is the given formula. T is equal to 1 by delta summation of k pk delta k. So this is the formula. Now we will understand its a notation. So what is this k? So k is nothing but the number of forward paths. Now if we consider the number of forward paths is equal to 3, then how I can write this formula? So I will rewrite this formula. T is equal to 1 by delta P1 delta 1 plus P2 delta 2 plus P3 delta 3. So this is the formula that we have to write. And suppose the number of forward paths is equal to 4, then how I can write this formula? T is equal to 1 by delta in the bracket P1 delta 1 plus P2 delta 2 plus P3 delta 3 plus P4 delta 4. So this is the formula that we have to write. Now we have to apply this formula. Then we have to write what is the value of P1, what is the value of delta 1, what is the value of P2, delta 2 and so on. And here we have to also find out what is the value of this delta. Now if we move for the next, here is Pk. So Pk is nothing but P1, P2, P3, P4. That depends on the number of forward paths. So what is this Pk? That is the path gain of kth forward path. That is P1 is for first forward path, P2 is for second forward path and P3 is for third forward path. That is, this value of P1, P2, P3 is nothing but the path gain for that number of forward paths. So what is this path gain? Path gain is nothing but the product of the gain product of the branches. So in that particular forward path, how many branches are there, and in that branches we have to find out the gain and we have to take the product, and that is nothing but the path gain. Now if there is the given question, then from that given question, or we can say signal flow graph, we have to first find out the value of k, that is the number of forward paths. So I will here take one by one step. That is, first step that we have to find out how many number of forward paths are there in the given question. And then from this forward path we have to find out the path gain for each forward path. That means we have to find out what is P1, P2, P3, P4. So second point is that we have to find out the path gain. Then third, value of delta. So here is the formula how to find out the value of delta. So delta is equal to 1 minus in the bracket sum of individual loop gains. So for this individual loop gain, so what is the meaning of loop gain? That is the gain product of all the branches containing in that loop. So for that we have to first find out how many individual loops are there. So third point, that we have to find out the individual number of individual loops. And then from this point we will find out the individual loop gain. Then next is plus sum of gain product of combination of two non-touching loops. So here is also we have to take the gain product of combination of two non-touching loops. If we move next, again there is minus sign, sum of gain product of combination of three non-touching loop plus so on. So here if I move for next, then plus I will write sum of gain product of combination of four non-touching loops. So we have to first find out how many combination of two non-touching loops, then three non-touching loops, then four non-touching loops. That will depend on the given question, that is in that question, how many combinations are there for 2 non-touching loops, 3 non-touching loops, and so on. So for that I will write here, that is fifth point, that we have to find out the combination of 2, 3 and so on non-touching loops. So this is the fifth point that we have to find out. So it will depend on that question. So many question it will contain only combination of 2 non-touching loops, and then from this we will find out the gain product of this combination of non-touching loops. So gain product of non-touching loop. So this is the sixth point that we have to find out. Then next is delta k. So what is this delta k? That is delta of part of graph not touching the forward path. So suppose there are 4 forward paths. Then we have to find out how many parts of graph that is not touching the forward path. So seventh point and last point, that we have to find out the part of graph, that is non-touching part of graph. Non-touching part to the forward path. And that is nothing but the value of delta k. That means this value of delta 1 is for, that is non-touching part to the first forward path, delta 2 non-touching part to the second forward path, delta 3 non-touching part to the third forward path, and delta 4 non-touching path to the fourth forward path. So for that we have to first decide the forward path. Now we will take one example and we will apply all these points to that example. This is the given problem. I have shown feedback path with the help of red marker. Now if we observe the first point, we have to first decide how many number of forward paths in the given problem. So forward path is shown with the help of this forward arrow. Now if we observe in this problem, there is only one forward path. So number of forward path is equal to 1. So we have to draw this forward path. Now while drawing this forward path, we have to give here the numbers to these nodes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number of nodes are there. Now we have to mention the gain for the branches. So for this first branch there is gain G1, then here is G2, G3 and G4. Now second step is we have to write the path gain. So for this first forward path we will say path gain P1 is equal to, how we can write, that is the multiplication of all these gains, that is G1, G2, G3, G4, and here no any gain, that means here is 1. So I will write here G1, G2, G3, G4. So this is the path gain. Now we will move for the next point. So this point is also getting completed. Now number of individual loops. So we have to observe this question. Now what is the meaning of loop? So here the loop starts at particular node and ends at the same node, then it is called as loop. So in this loop there is forward path as well as feedback path also. Now if we observe here, this at node 2 there is the self loop. That means this loop starts at the node 2 and ends with the same node with only one branch. And what is this branch gain? That is -1, that is given. So we have to show that loop. So I will show here the at node 2 we will show this is the loop. That is, this loop is known as the self loop. And what is the gain for this branch? That is -1. So I will say that this is the loop 1. Now we will move for the second loop. So if we observe in between node 4 and 5 there is one forward path and there is one feedback path. So here one loop is getting completed. So we have to show that. So I will mention here node 4 node 5. Now we have to also mention the gain. So in between 4 to 5 gain is G4. And then for the feedback path there is gain is -1. So I will show here. So I will say that this is the loop 2. Then again if we observe in between node 3, 4 and 5, here is also one feedback path. That is again from this node 5 to node 3. So here this branch starts from this point 3 or node 3, ends at node 5, and again from this 5 to 3 this loop is getting completed. So we have to show here. So I will give numbers 3, 4, 5. Then we have to mention gain, that is G3, G4, and we have to complete this loop with the feedback path, that is from 5 to 3. And we have to show gain -1. So this is loop 3. Again if we observe from node 2 to node 5 there is one loop that is getting completed. So we have to show that is 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have to show these gains, that is G2, G3, G4. Now with the help of feedback path we will complete this, that is from 5 to 2. Here is -1. So this is the loop number 4. So these 4 loops are there, or we can say 4 individual loops in this given problem. So this third point, that is number of individual loops, that is equal to 4. Now next is we have to write individual loop gain. So what is the meaning of loop gain? That means we have to take the product gain for all branches, that is multiplication for gain for all the branches including in that particular loop. So for this loop 1 I will say L1. So L1, what is the loop gain L1? That is, it is self loop and having gain -1. So there is only -1. Now for loop 2 I will say L2. Now what is the multiplication of gain? G4 into -1, that is -G4. Now for L3, G3, G4 -1, that is -G3, G4. And for loop 4 I will say G2, G3, G4 into -1. So here G2 into G3 into G4, and we have to take -n, that is -G2, G3, G4. So these are the loop gains. So here individual loop gain, so this step is also getting completed. Next point is we have to write possible combinations of 2 non-touching loops, then 3 non-touching loops and 4 non-touching loops, and so on. So we will first find out what is the possible combination of 2 non-touching loops. Now we know that in this question there are number of loops that is equal to 4. So I will give here the numbers. So I will say that this is the first loop, then second loop, third loop and fourth loop. So these are the 4 number of loops. Now we have to find out the possible combination of non-touching loops. That means these loops should not touch each other. Now if we observe at this node 5, these 3 loops are touching each other. So there is no any possible combination in between 2 to 3 or 2 to 4. Now if we observe, this is the loop 1 at node 2 and the loop 2 at node 4 and 5. So these loops are non-touching loops. So this is the one combination of 2 non-touching loops. So I will show here these loops. That is at node 2 I will show here the first loop, and I have to show gain, that is -1. Then in between node 4 and 5 there is second loop. So I will show here. Again we have read G4 and loop second I will show. That is -1. So these 2 loops are not touching to each other. So this is the first combination. So if I say this is the loop 1 and this is the loop 2. So what is the gain product for this loop. So I will write here gain product. So for this combination gain product L12, this is the loop 1, this is the loop 2. So L12 is equal to, we have to take the product of all the gains, that is -1 and G4. So -1 multiplied by -1, that is 1, multiplied by G4, that is equal to G4. So this is the gain product. Now we will move for the next combination. Now again, if we observe here, there is the combination in between this loop 1 and loop 3, because these two loops are also not touching to each other. So I will show here the loop 1 at this node 2 with gain -1, and then the loop 3, that is we have to show it is starting from node 3 to 5. Now we will show here 3 to 4 G3 and G4. This is the gain, and now for this feedback path the gain is -1. So here this is loop first. So I will show this is the loop first, and this loop is loop 3. So there is the combination in between loop 1 and loop 3. So what is the gain product? That is L13 is equal to. Now we have to take the multiplication of all the gains, that is -1, that is 1, multiplied by G3 G4, that is equal to G3 into G4. Now again, if we observe, is there any combination of 3 non-touching groups? So there is no any combination. So this is the combination, that is 2 combinations are found for 2 non-touching loops. These 2 points, that is the combination of 2 non-touching loops and gain product of non-touching loops, is getting completed. Now last point, that is non-touching path to the forward path. Now if we observe this given question, then there is no any non-touching loop which is to the forward path. So if we observe, every loop is touching to this forward path. So here there is no any non-touching part to the forward path. So here we have to take, there is one forward path. That means when we take the formula, that is for forward path P1, there is delta 1. So when there is no any non-touching part to the forward path, then the value of delta 1 is equal to 1. So we have to take value of delta 1 is equal to 1. Now we will apply the Mason's gain formula. So first we will find out the value of delta. So what is the formula? Formula is 1 minus in the bracket sum of individual loop gain. So we have already find out what is the individual loop gain L1, L2, L3 and L4. So we have to take the addition plus sum of gain product of all possible combinations of 2 non-touching loops. So here there are 2 possible combinations, that is L12 and L13. So we have to take addition for these gain products, that is L12 plus L13. So when we put all the values, then delta is equal to 1 minus in the bracket. So individual loop gain. So for this first loop there is gain is -1, then minus G4, then minus G4 G3 minus G2 G3 G4. Then in the second bracket there is 2 non-touching loops, so it is having gain G4 plus G3 G4. Then what is delta K? That is the part of graph not touching the forward path. So there is no any such path. So we will take here for one forward path, because in this question there is only one forward path. So we have to consider here only delta 1. Because K is nothing but the number of forward paths. So what is the value of delta 1? That is equal to 1. So when we put this all the values in Mason's formula, that is transfer function is equal to 1 by delta. So delta is nothing but this, that we have to put P1 delta 1. So P1 is the path gain, that is forward path gain. So we have to write here G1, G2, G3, G4, delta 1 is 1 and divided by we have to write the value of delta. So if we observe this minus sign we have to multiply inside, that is 1 plus 1 plus G4 plus G4 G3 plus G2 G3 G4. Now again we can simplify this, that is we can combine here 1 plus 1, that is 2. Then this is G4 and G4, that is 2 plus 2 G4 plus G3 G4. So here the G3 G4 and G3 G4 plus 2 G3 G4 plus G2 G3 G4. So this is the simplified form of the denominator and this is the final answer.